Welcome back to the Screensavers. One very well-kept secret in Microsoft Outlook is the View menu, a way to customize your views to make it a lot easier to find what you're looking for. I just started using this, and I really wanted to get an explanation of some of the finer points, so we thought we'd bring in Bill Deisel. He's the author of Microsoft Outlook for Dummies, and he's on via satellite from our New York studios. Hi, Bill. How you doing?
Okay, Leo. How are you doing tonight?
You were out here last week. We should have had you do this when you were here.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hey, that's what the satellite's for. You know,
I
it's just
love
like
those satellites.
You
That's
might
right.
as well be in person. So I've got Microsoft Outlook up here, and I've got my all my email for the last week or so in here. And this is the normal view where, you know, I have the Outlook shortcut bar here. I have my inbox up above, and then below I have the preview. But show me some ways that I can look at this differently, depending on what I want to know about.
Okay. First off, most people are aware of the fact that you can change your view of Outlook of the inbox by just clicking those little headers there. If you want to change the order according to the subject, for example, you just click the word subject at the top.
I sort it by the different contents.
That's right. You're used to that. Although a surprising number of people aren't aware of that. But that's a very handy way to get a handle on a large amount of email.
Let's say I want to look at all of the, from this mailing list, the Bay Area Wireless Users Group, I just would sort by subject, and all of the Baywug stuff would come to the top.
That's right. Exactly. Exactly. So all those headings do the same thing. If you click that, you see what happens.
Right.
And that's a real handy feature that a lot of people don't know about. But an even more powerful one is the Views feature.
All right.
When Outlook first came out in 1997, they actually made a rather big deal about it, but not many people used it, so they kind of buried the feature, but it's still there.
It's under the View menu?
That's right. If you do View Current View, you'll see a list of different named views in front of you.
Look at all of these. There's tons of them.
Right, messages with auto preview and things like that. In fact, take a look at for the last 7 days. You take a peek at that.
This is the last week's worth of mail, and if if it didn't come in the last week, it's not in here.
That's right, and also when you see that at the top of the screen, you see the words "filter applied." You see that up in the little
right here. Okay, that tells me that I'm not looking at everything.
That's right.
So that's important, because otherwise you could get confused and say, wait a minute, where's that message?
Absolutely. In fact, if you look at a different view, go back to View Current View and take a look at unread messages.
Okay, there we go. Unread messages. This is the stuff I haven't seen yet.
That's right. That's right.
That's quite
and
a
once
bit
again,
of it.
that's right. And once again, you get that filter applied up there.
Yeah.
Now, that's more important here because some people don't realize that once they read the message from that view, it disappears because it's not unread anymore.
Very important.
Now you've read it.
It's not that I deleted it, it's merely no longer unread.
That's right. It doesn't fit into the filter, so it doesn't show up.
So if I open this up and I read it, it now has been read, it disappears. It's gone.
Right. That's right. It's gone. Oh my God, where did it go?
It's not in the trash. It's just red.
That's right. Just go back to another view and you'll see it.
Show me some more views. These are great.
Yeah, actually, the weirdest view, if you want to take a look at it, is the message timeline.
Okay, right here. Message timeline. What's that mean?
Well, actually, in this particular module, it's not that useful, but it looks really weird.
It's really cool looking. That's right here in the views, message timeline. And it looks like a timeline of all the messages I've received. Look at this. Look, as they get older, they're moving over to the right. Oh my gosh, now they're all jammed up.
That's right. And see, these are also shortcuts to your messages.
That's really...
You can double-click them.
Look at that. That's silly.
In your messages, this isn't so useful. This view is actually... See, there are views in Outlook in every module.
Oh, I see. This is more for a calendar or something.
This is really actually for tasks.
I got it.
This is really useful for tasks, not so much for messages. But it's kind of cool to know it's there if you want to look at your messages in a really weird kind of way.
Yeah.
There you go, you know.
What else? Give me one more.
Well, something else you might want to take a look at is the fact that you can customize the views. You can change one to your own particular needs.
Show me how to do that.
So if you go to View Current View again and look all the way at the bottom, you'll see there's something called Customize.
Right. Let's do that.
Yeah.
So I can change the fields, I can change how it's grouped, I can even put a filter, so I could say I only want to see messages from the Bay Area Wireless Users Group in here.
Exactly.
And then it would sort them all out, and that's a customized view.
That's right.
And it's only in there. Now, all the other views can be applied to it, so I can see all the unread messages from there and apply it to the custom view.
That's right.
That's very cool.
And another thing you can do is once you've set something up like that, you can go down to Define Views, and you can give it a name. So it'll turn up as your, say you want a view that only looks at your Bay Area group for the last 7 days.
That's it.
And you want to use that over and over. That's right. You can name that. If you hit New,
Bill, a great tip. A bunch of great tips. And I think we're going to start playing with this, and I think there's a lot more we can do with it, but we're out of time. Thank you, Bill.
Okay, thanks,
Bill Deisel. It's all there on the website. If you want to know more about it at thescreensavers.com, Bill wrote a whole article with lots more great tips.